Hello and welcome to the Indian PokeTube. This is an ABB team featuring the Galarian Weezing safe switch, which is absolutely amazing in the meta. I'm going to show you how great it is. First match, pick up an absolute hard counter lead, safe switch to the Galarian Weezing, opponent responds with a Galvantula, but he takes a little bit of time in thinking. I'm going to go for a Brutal Swing. I could go for the overheat, but if he shields, I don't think the second one will KO. Opponent calls it, but it's still fine because I can go for another Brutal Swing and this is going to threaten a shield. I do get a shield, and at this point, even if he goes for discharge, I can survive this pretty easily. So I'm going to let it go. He does go for the discharge, and I can go for my Brutal Swing on the CMP tie to the next move because I'm expecting him to throw instantly. He does go for the discharge because I don't think a Lungia would KO. It's double resisted. I can go for a Brutal Swing and I get the second shield from the opponent, and Galarian Weezing is not done. We reach the third Brutal Swing, and just like that, Galarian Weezing gets a switch advantage and shield advantage both. And I'm going to reveal my Togekiss. Opponent had Ampharos in the back. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. So this was the first match that I played with this team, and I was just taken aback by how well this team did. And this team is just insane, guys. I can highly recommend this team to you guys, and you'll see how crazy Galarian Weezing can be in the current meta. And also there may be a lot of noise of rain and thunder in the background because that's happening right now where I live, and we are going to play a full set of battles now, and you'll see how good this team did. I would recommend Swampert over the Galarian Stunfisk on the lead after playing it for a while, but even with the Galarian Stunfisk, the team does really well. It's a classic ABB team. Next match, we pick up a lead against the Big Tin Can, which is actually kind of comfortable for the Galarian Stunfisk in the UL because the Focus Blast does not one shot. It doesn't one shot in the GL either, but it's just a lot more comfortable in the UL. I can go for a big Earthquake, and it's going to guarantee a shield or some massive damage. We get a shield, and then we can reach the Earthquake on the CMP to his Focus Blast. We win the CMP again, and this is going to either get me a shield, a second shield, or do massive damage. I'm happy. I'm going to take my shield advantage, and I'm going to go down because, like I said, Galarian Weezing is so flexible that you can take on anything with an energy and shield advantage. I'm going to overfarm quite a bit, go for the Brutal Swing because it KOs the Big Tin Can from this point just before he reaches a Zap Cannon, take him out. He comes in with a Pidgeot, and I'm going to go for, I think, a Brutal Swing and an Overheat. Yes, I'm going to go for a Brutal Swing. It's kind of a bait, it's not really a bait, and then I'm going to commit to the Overheat. Opponent is going to go for a move. I'm calling it, it's just a Feather Dance bait. Can bring in my Togekiss here, and this is going to force him to go for a move. I was expecting a Feather Dance again, honestly, since I'm switch locked, but opponent goes for the Brave Bird, and then he concedes the match. So he probably had something like a Scrafty or something, so he just concedes the match. There's nothing he could do. Great game, and this team did force a lot of top lefts later on, as you'll see, because it's an ABB team. Galarian Weezing is supposed to draw out the poison type or the fire type and still do quite a bit against it, and my Togekiss can sweep in the back. Anyway, next match we pick up a lead against Cobalion. This is another one of those leads which I absolutely love to see because I've played it the same way in 2 or 3 times, and it's happened and it's gone the same way. I tank a Sacred Sword. I'm going to throw 4 more Mud Shots, go for Rock Slide bait because it's a very likely they shield. I've gone for this bait 3 times, and all 3 times they've shielded. I'm going to try to catch a Sacred Sword, which I'm unable to do, but I can easily tank a Stone Edge, no problemo. I'm going to tank the Stone Edge like a champion, and in comes the guy, the Clefable, and this is the first time I had this matchup. I was not sure if 2 overheats KOs, especially after the debuff, but I'm going to go for it. So let's see if 2 overheats KOs from a full health Clefable. Let's see. Go for the big overheat, which does a lot of damage. I can overfarm quite a bit and throw the overheat just before he reaches his next Meteor Mash. And guess what? 2 overheats does take out the bulky Clefable. In the back he has a Charizard, which is not looking great, but we have to make some plays here because I would ideally have Charizard on the Galarian Stunfisk, but like this way it's looking pretty bad. I think I'm going to let this go at this point. Yep, I do let this go. He does go for the Blast Burn, but I think I can reach an Ancient Power if I shield once, make a catch, or make some plays basically, and I'm hoping to win this game. I think I'm going to let this go as well. Yep, I do let this go, and now I think I can go for an Ancient Power if I shield once. Opponent tries to catch on the Cobalion. This gives me a good win condition. Togekiss does win CMP over the big Koba. I can go for the Flamethrower. This is going to KO the Cobalion, and all I have to do is reach 2 Brutal Swings before the Charizard reaches a Dragon Claw plus a Blast Burn. Charizard does have quite a bit of energy, but not enough as Galarian Weezing reaches the second Brutal Swing and takes the game. let's go. So we get another win there. Even though they had Charizard, it's really difficult to come against a Charizard in the back or Swampert on the lead. If Swampert's in the back or if Charizard's on the lead, it's fine. But like I said, it's really difficult to face a loaded Charizard in the back with shield advantage or energy advantage. It's really bad. Anyway, so we get that win against a big core breaker. Anyway, next match, hard counter on the lead, going to save switch to the Galarian Weezing, and we get a response from an Alolan Sandslash. We do win CMP over the Sandslash, which is great information. I can go for Brutal Swing bait, get the shield, and if he goes for the Drill Run, which I'm expecting him to go for, I think I can outpace two overheat. So that's what I'm going to go for. Go for a safe play, because I think even debuffed it should KO. I'm not sure. Let's find out. I can get a shield here, and then I'm going to go for an overheat. Opponent doesn't even throw a move. I win the CMP. I have shield advantage. Does this KO the Sandslash? Boom! It one-shots the Sandslash, and just like that, I have shield advantage and I have like switch advantage, and a double debuffed overheat just KO'd a Sandslash. I'm going to go for another overheat on the Buzzwole. Opponent cannot farm me down. Counters are double resisted. It's forced to go for a move. Everything is double. It goes for Lunge. I can tank that. Galarian Weezing reaches another overheat and takes out 2 full health mons without using 2 shields. So Galarian Weezing just flipped the opponent on his head. Opponent concedes the match. He doesn't want any of the smoke. Galarian Weezing on a rampage. So if this video is not proof of how strong Galarian Weezing is, I don't know what else is. I'll highly recommend you to make one. I think it's still in the raids, so go for it. Do not miss out on this beast. And again, you can run Swampert on the lead. It will definitely improve the team. That's what I would say. I'm going to run him myself from the next set onwards. Let's see how it goes. Alright, final match of the video. Pick up a good lead against Dragonite, because all my mons do amazing against him. So I'm not really worried about Dragonite at all. He responds with a Jellicent. Now this is a mon that my team does not want to face, because it's supremely tanky and it just does very well against everything else. So what I'm going to do here is tank a Surf. I can easily tank a Surf on the Galarian Stunfisk, and I'm going to try to cast the next Surf on my guy. So I'm going to throw 3 more Mud Shots, which is 2 hexes, and just like that catch the move on the guy, because a Shadow Ball would do a lot of damage. I'm able to tank that, no problemo, and this is not enough for the Shadow Ball, so I let it go. I was counting while playing the game, and I was hoping that at like this point a Brutal Swing is enough, but as you'll see, the jelly is so thick in the UL that he's easily going to survive one, and he's going to be at a move right here. So I'm going to go for the Brutal Swing, because I think he reaches his Surf energy just now, but the opponent does not throw the move for some reason. I'm not sure. Maybe he wanted farm with the next mon. I don't know why he didn't throw there. Maybe he had lag, but anyways, he has the big tin can in the back, and I did have my Galarian Stunfisk with energy, so this match was over. Even if he took me out with a Surf, it was pretty much over. So because my Galarian Stunfisk just wins at this point, I have a loaded overheat on my Galarian Weezing. As long as I get a shield, which I do get here, I'm looking pretty good, because he has to shield my Galarian Stunfisk. He doesn't want it on his tin can. He can take me out. I have a loaded overheat for the guy, and I'm just going to go for a 2 shield flex at this point. I'm going to go for a nice lock slide. I go for an undercharge there because I want to farm him down with my Togekiss, and again, it's not really necessary, but I'm just making the ideal plays. So this match is absolutely over. There's nothing the opponent can do. So I'm just going to play this out anyway. I should honestly just go for 2 shield flex, but if I remember correctly, he tries to snipe me, and I just shielded. I was like, I have 2 shields. So honestly, I could have just gone for the 2 shield flex at this point, because I can over farm here, go for the overheat. I could have honestly farmed up to an overheat and a Brutal Swing, I think. Take him out, farm down the Dragonite, and that's a great game. Galarian Weezing is a beast, guys. I highly recommend you to build one, and do subscribe to the channel if you like the video. Like it and share it with your friends. See you guys in the